Prepare for Operation Starblade. Calling Starfighter Geosword. Calling Geosword. Come in, Geosword. The enemy task force mechanized planet Red Eye just reached the Federation of Planets and is approaching our mother planet. Our strategy is to neutralize Red Eye and defeat the menace to our mother planet. Aim at the power source generator of Red Eye. All energy converges on the Power Stone, which is inside of Octopus. Good luck, Geosword. Over.
In 1991, Namco wowed the world with its 60 frames per second on-rail space shooter, Starblade. The arcade version of Starblade used a concave mirror moulded from black reflective plexiglass to reflect the image from a 26 standard resolution monitor at the top of the cabinet. This gave the player an experience of a deeper space environment which had never been seen before in any video game up to that point. The player had a large, heavy 2-axis 4-button flight yoke controller which had a built-in red multi-LED lamp that flashed as enemies were destroyed. When the player was hit by enemy fire, the seat would rumble and 2 strobes, similar to photo flashes, would flash. A 30-volt DC motor with asymmetrical access produced the seat shaking effect, as the seat module was mounted upon 3 rubber cylinders that allowed the seat certain movement. The sound was also a little special, with a surround type system using 4 speakers, 2 in front below the large mirror and 2 in the back of the seat. Unfortunately, Starblade isn't a very long game and can be completed in under 20 minutes.
Central energy chamber.
Surprisingly, Starblade actually got a release on the 3DO. Sadly, it's a half-assed attempt. Maybe Namco thought the 3DO couldn't handle real-time polygons that well, or maybe Namco were just lazy. What we have here is a streamed full-motion background video running at a low 20 frames per second with polygon enemy ships overlaid on top, which also move at a low 20 frames per second. The end result is a rather messy looking game due to the low resolution of the FMV used. On the plus side, the game does offer an enhanced version, which is what you're seeing here. Basically, it's the exact same experience as the original game, but now with texture mapping. However, that texture mapping only applies to the full motion video. All the real-time polygon ships and parts you can destroy are not texture mapped, making them stand out somewhat. For the time, Starblade on the 3DO may have been of some interest, but now it's quite an ugly experience.
Over. Attack mode level right.
This is team leader. This is team leader.
Shields low.
Attack the port,
Shields
Geosword.
low.
All attack.
Making a rapid descent. Danger. Shields low. Making a quick turn. Making a quick turn. Located enemy flagship commander. Pursue enemy.
Attack is expected. Raise the attack mode level. Over.
Making a quick turn. Attack mode. Danger. Shields low. Danger. Shields low. Making a steep rise.
Even more surprising than the 3DO release, and coming before it, was the Mega CD release. This is sure an odd beast of a game. It's still not confirmed whether or not the Mega CD release uses FMV just like the 3DO, or if it uses pre-calculated geometry for the backgrounds, while all destroyable ships or objects are made from real-time wireframe graphics. However the effect is pulled off, it is nice looking. And let's not forget that Sylphied has been proven to be using FMV, so Starblade may also be using FMV of some kind. Still, we also have some projectiles such as the missiles using sprites, which is interesting. Despite the basic look to this port and its small playing window, it does retain a fairly good frame rate and is fully playable. It's also compatible with the Mega CD mouse and Denpa's very ugly looking but very nice XC1 AP controller.
Making a steep rise.
We are under attack. Energy to shields decreasing.
This is Team Leader. This is Team Leader. Take the right one, Geosword. I'll take the left one. Over.
Located enemy flagship commander.
We are
Making
under
a
attack.
quick turn.
Energy to shields decreasing.
Making a steep rise. Making a rapid descent.
This is Team Leader. This is Team Leader. Attack the port, Geosword.
Release 12.5 minutes to target Octopus.
In 1995, Starblade was released onto the PlayStation as Starblade Alpha. Yet it's basically just a 3DO port, but with worse video compression. On the plus side, the polygon generated ships now have texture mapping to blend in more with the texture mapped enhanced version of the game. Unfortunately, this port is also hampered by poor controls. Yeah, I know. How could Namco mess up the controls of a cursor on screen? The problem here is that the movement is not smooth at all, making it tricky to hit targets most of the time. It also moves too slow as well. If I had to choose over this or the 3DO version, I think I'd be going with the 3DO, due to the easier gameplay and slightly cleaner visuals.
Geosword, come in, Geosword. This is Team Leader. This is Team Leader. Attack the starboard, Geosword. I'll take the port. This is Team Leader. This is Team Leader. Attack the starboard, Geosword. I'll take the port. Over. Geosword, come in, Geosword. This is Team Leader. This is Team Leader. Starblade team damage level is 60%. We cannot lose another fighter. Brace yourself for the fight. Over.
Navigating the ravine in order to avoid radar detection.
Located enemy flagship commander.
Hidden away within Tekken 5 on the PlayStation 2 is the arcade version of Starblade. This port is fully rendered in real time, just like the 1991 arcade machine. Unfortunately, to access the full game, you need to play through the mind-numbing Devil Within mode on Tekken 5 up to stage 4-2 to find a hidden Starblade ship. Still, once this is done, you can access Starblade directly from the Arcade Museum menu.
Energy shields decreasing. Located enemy flagship commander. Broke through the enemy's last defenses and are going to descend.
And let's take a look at all those versions of Starblade running side by side.